Yes, hello everybody. Today we step into the dusky cinematic corridors of Faouzia's new album Film Noir, turning our attention to a piece that throbs with raw longing and vulnerable devotion. Don't ever leave me. Now I've heard great things. So together we shall explore the song not merely as listeners, but as seekers, unraveling its lyrical textures, tracing the contours of Faouzia's astonishing voice, and examining the emotional architecture that makes her artistry feel so spellbindingly alive. If Faouzia's brilliance has already captured your imagination, then, my dear friends and listeners, I invite you most warmly to explore my full Faouzia reaction and analysis playlist linked just below. You will find deep dives into her vocal prowess, her poetic impulses, and the alchemy she brings to every single phrase. And while you're there, do wander into the WordSmith podcast, also linked beneath this video. It is my quiet, not so quiet corner of the internet, a reflective space where I muse on art, creativity, and the human voice, emotional storytelling, and the intricate threads that bind us to the music that we love. Before we embark, may I gently nudge you toward the familiar rituals of YouTube civilization? Please do like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if it resonates with you. If you feel moved to go further, and only if it sits kindly with your heart, you may support the Wordsmith through Patreon, buy me a coffee, super thanks, or by becoming a YouTube channel member. My deepest gratitude goes to those generous souls whose names are appearing on the screen right now. Your support is the quiet wind beneath these creative wings. So thank you once again ever so much. Now then, shall we step into Faouzia's world? I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, so Faouzia's new album. Although I have covered a few songs, I think, from there. But anyway, let's dive straight into it. Okay, that's a vibe. Ooh, okay. Great lyrics. Okay, cool. Great vibe. This is key of B minor. Okay. Okay, no, cool. Bit of an effect on the vocal. Yeah, definitely. But it's a very earthy drum beat. So no, it's definitely a really, really cool vibe. Okay, so yep, I see what the hype is about. And this got 1.1 million views in 12 days. Mad. Okay. But let's talk about the music. Let's talk about the lyrics as well. Ah, yes. So, Don't Ever Leave Me. It unfolds in the key of B minor, which is a tonal choice that imbues the composition with a quietly somber gravitas, a delicate shadow that underscores the earnest vulnerability of the lyrics. Now, what is interesting is that it juxtaposes against this melancholic hue. There is a subtlety insistent beat, a rhythmic pulse that infuses the song with a tender resilience, a forward-moving momentum that balances despair with a glimmer of hope. In a way, it is in this interplay between minor tonality and rhythmic vitality that Faouzia's artistry truly shines. She navigates the liminal space between melancholy and determination, creating a sonic landscape that feels at once intimate and propulsive, reflective yet alive with quiet energy. And the lyrics themselves are a profound meditation on the human condition, an exquisite exploration of vulnerability, as well as emotional temporality and the sacredness of pain. One of the lyrics she uses, this heavy heart I carry, I dressed it up in light. That captures the delicate art of masking sorrow, the tender pretense of brightness over burden, while the repeated invocation that pain is holy, I love that line, that elevates suffering to an almost sacred ritual, a transient crucible of self-awareness. And Fauzia's insistence that I am not my emotions, no, they're a point in time. That is a masterstroke of lyrical mindfulness, recognizing the fleeting, mutable nature of feeling. The intimate plea of lend your hand to hold, let me see through your eyes when I'm falling conveys both surrender and trust, a poignant call for empathetic connection, while the repeated refrain, don't ever leave me, resonates as both a supplication, both fragile and fervent, a lyrical heartbeat that lingers long after the notes fade. In her lyrical rendering, or rather in her vocal rendering, each line is imbued with a delicate tension between fragility and strength, capturing the song's oscillation between despair and hope with breathtaking authenticity. So really brilliant from Faouzia thus far. Okay, right. Let's bring it back a little bit and keep it going. Like the effect.
I see myself so clearly in the darkest night. But the dawn's inside, I can see the
it's somber but vibey.
I'm wide awake, I'm out of mind. I'm barely breathing, I'm alive. I wanna stay by your side, one and only time.
Interesting music video.
Lend your hand to hold, let me see through your eyes.
Grayscale effect. I cannot wait for the stripped version of this. Yeah, this is a... What's the word? Okay, yeah, it's somber, but it's vibey in a way that I'm struggling to describe, but really, really great thus far. So correct me if I'm wrong. I've reacted to Porcelain. Now Don't Ever Leave Me. And what else was it? Desert Rose that I've reacted to from this album thus far. So, I mean, all of them have been great thus far. Looking forward to the rest of the album. And yes, I will be doing the rest of the album. So the lyrics in this section shimmer with the alchemy of hope and vulnerability intertwined. I see myself so clearly in the darkest night, she sings. But the dawn's in sight, she continues on to sing. And that conveys the piercing lucidity that comes after anguish, a recognition of light at the terminus of shadow. Each line teeters beautifully between fragility and tenacity. Case in point, here's your example. I'm barely breathing, I'm alive. And that encapsulates the exquisite tension of survival and awareness, a breath held between despair and exhilaration. The repeated pleas of lend your hand to hold, let me see through your eyes when I'm falling, and then don't ever leave me. Those are not mere supplications, but lyrical lifelines reaching across time and space to a touch of shared humanity. Fauzia's vocal delivery turns these words into living vessels of emotion, sometimes quivering, sometimes soaring, I would say. And in that oscillation lies the song's ineffable power, a luminous testimony to love, fear, and the resilience of the heart. So I'm going deep here because I know how deep she is whenever she writes. Okay, let's peg it back a bit and keep it going. Apologies for the birds in the background. Everything is closed, but the Hadida ibis, Google it. They are very noisy and very annoying. It's her resonance on the low end is so good. She's one of the leading vocals in this generation of singers, definitely. There you go. And then mix into the head register. I love how she masters the mechanism on the high end. Oh, good run down. Okay. Has she danced like choreographed in a music video before? Can't remember if she has. Okay, alright. No, that's definitely one of the more vibey songs I've heard from Faouzia. And she is honestly, and I did say this earlier, in terms of vocals of the generation, of this generation, she's definitely got one of the best voices, technically speaking. And there's enough unique about it to put it up in that higher echelon of vocal quality categories. So really outstanding from her. Again, I cannot wait for the stripped version of this song. I will be slightly annoyed if she doesn't do one, but if not, that's okay. So far, this song is a luminous tapestry of human vulnerability, a transcendent meditation on the delicate precipice between love and loss. The song, for me, just sort of unfurled as an exquisite plea, a heart laid bare, suffused with the tremulous tension of a soul both fragile and fervent. Her lyrics, rich with imagery of falling, crawling, and kneeling, transform physical gestures into profound symbols of emotional surrender, capturing the ineffable sensation of yearning and the quiet terror of abandonment. And for me, that's what this song is about. Each repetition of the haunting refrain, "Don't ever leave me," it just resonates like a heartbeat suspended in time. And it's a delicate invocation for presence, for reassurance and enduring connection. And yet, beloved listener, this is not merely a song of romantic entreaty. It is also a luminous, spiritual, and soulful invocation bridging the earthly and the ethereal, the corporeal and the transcendent. The metaphors of falling and crawling become portals into a broader exploration of human fragility and the sacredness of emotional openness. So it's a lot to think about. And it's balancing tender intimacy with a profound longing for communion. And through this interplay, Faouzia conjures a sublime dialogue between love's terrestrial embrace and the luminous pull of spiritual connection on that romantic level. And it's revealing a remarkable artistry about her, one capable of transforming personal vulnerability into a universal, resonant anthem of yearning, faith, and the exquisite ache of the human heart, which is just the desire to be loved. And so, dear friends, we draw the velvet curtain on today's exploration. Boy, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. That stands not merely as a song for me, but as a testament to Faouzia's uncanny ability to weave vulnerability into something cinematic, just something grand, yet intimately human. Her voice, that soaring, gorgeous instrument that I love so much, carried us through yearning, devotion, and the fragile plea that gives this track its emotional name. So, really outstanding from her, as per usual. If you found this journey enriching, then do wander further into the world we cultivate here. My Faouzia reaction and analysis playlist awaits your curiosity. Once again, linked in the description below. And if you'd be so kind as to please support this channel by simply liking this video, commenting what you thought down below. If you have any other recommendations from Faouzia, please do let me know. And do subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, you can continue the conversation beyond YouTube by joining me on the WordSmith podcast, linked in the description below. It is a sanctuary for long-form reflections on creativity, vocal expression, narrative artistry, and the mysterious ways in which music shapes our inner landscapes. And should you wish to support this channel more directly through Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, Super Thanks, or by becoming a YouTube channel member, that would be deeply appreciated. And once again, thank you to all of those who have supported me and continue to support me already. Well, that's all from me, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, do be kind, do be gentle, do be respectful to one another, and help each other out when you can. And I'll see you lot in the next video. Take care, everyone. Cheers.